Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the NW Sportscast. We got 2 days left until the regular season begins, and today we are finishing up some of our player profiles that we've been a little bit behind on. Starting with Ryne Stanek, the Mariners' newest member of the bullpen. Ryne Stanek was signed to a 1-year, $4 million contract just last month when it came out that both Gregory Santos and Matt Brash were going to be missing time at the beginning of the season, having to be on the injured list. So Ryne Stanek, at the beginning of the season, he's probably going to be the Mariners' #1 leverage option besides Andres Munoz. I know a lot of people will point to Gabe Speier, and that's true. Gabe Speier is going to be the other leverage option, but Gabe Speier is really more of a left-handed specialist type of pitcher, where I think you're going to see Speier utilized a lot situationally against lefties in big-time spots, whereas Stanek is going to be the guy who is oftentimes, I think, going to be coming in the 8th inning in a close game before Munoz will pitch in the 9th. So I think that's kind of your trio early in the season of your leverage arms, which is going to be Stanek, Munoz, Speier, and then you've also got Thornton and Saucedo who can kind of do some leverage as well if needed. But we're going to be seeing a lot of Stanek in some high leverage spots early in the season until Matt Brash and Gregory Santos are back. And Ryne Stanek's a pretty good player. If you guys don't know, he was with the Astros previously. In the past 3 seasons with Houston, he's been a very good pitcher. Going through 2021 through 2023, he has a 2.90 ERA in 186 games, averaging 62 games per season. That's really, really good. He's been very, very durable. Through 173 innings with the Astros, 196 strikeouts. He's allowed 56 earned runs, an ERA plus of 142, FIP of 3.91. So yeah, he's been very, very good, all things considered, with the Astros. And before that, he has also been good. He has a career earned run average of 3.45. Career 347 innings pitched. He has 338 career games. He did start with the Rays back in 2018 and 2019. He started 27 games with the Rays in 2019, and then since then he's been a full-time reliever. He went to the Marlins and then to the Houston Astros. And so, could Ryne Stanek start games for us? I guess it's possible if we really need him to start, but for the most part, he's going to be in the bullpen, and he's been pretty elite as a pitcher in the bullpen, especially in 2022. In 2022 for the Astros, he had a 1.15 ERA, 59 games, 54 innings, 62 strikeouts, and an ERA plus that sat at 3.33. And looking at his Savant page, while not as pretty, is still solid. In 2023, I have to be honest, guys, his Savant page is not super strong. He did still have a really good fastball run value of 84 percentile and a really high fastball velocity. He was averaging 98.2 miles an hour on his fastball last year, so still one of the hardest throwing relievers in the game. But at 32 years old, he definitely did take a step back. Last season, his ERA was up to 4.09, which was the highest that it has been since 2020, so that's obviously not a good sign. His expected batting average was still solid. His expected ERA, not great. He did have a really high whiff percentage, but he was not very good at inducing soft contact. He would have been 87th percentile in hard hit, which is not good, right? So he was hit harder than most pitchers in the league. He does not induce a whole lot of ground balls. His extension was also not very good. So, what's the bottom line of Ryne Stanek? Is he going to be as good as he was at his peak with the Astros? Probably not. But can he be good? Yeah, he can be pretty solid. As far as saves go, he's never really been much of a closer. He has 4 saves in his career, but he does have a ton of holds. Holds has been kind of more his thing. Career 4.3 WAR. So looking at the projections, he's projected this season to put up a 3.7 ERA in 56 innings, a 3-2 record to allow 23 earned runs, to strike out 57 batters with a whip of 1.286. And honestly, guys, I think that is a really good projection for him. I think I could see his ERA maybe sitting around 3.5 to 3.7-ish, going maybe 3-2, 2-3 record kind of. Hitting around 50 innings would be great from him, and I don't see any reason why we shouldn't. Unless a freak injury happens, he's been very durable throughout his entire career, so I don't see why that should change. And then as far as the strikeouts, yeah, I like that number for him as well. I'm averaging around 1 strikeout per inning and averaging around 1 earned run per 2 to 3 appearances. I think that's a really good spot for him to be at, and I hope that that's what he will be. Now, could he be even better? He totally could. He totally could get back to being an elite pitcher with the Mariners bullpen genius that we seem to always have, these really amazing pitchers come out of the bullpen. And obviously, I'm hoping for that. I really hope that will happen. But at worst, I think he'll be an average reliever. At worst, when Matt Brash and Santos do return, Stanek will be an average middle reliever for us. He can come in, pitch in games that when we're losing. He can maybe do some long relief. There's really no downside to him being on the team, and for that cheap contract we signed him to, I really like it. I'm really happy we have him, and I'm glad he's on our side now instead of the Astros, because he was always really good against us when he was on the Astros. So guys, with that being said, let me know down in the comments, what do you think about Stanek? Am I too high, too low, or just right? Do you agree with me? Do you agree with the projections? Are you somewhere in between? What are your thoughts on Ryne Stanek? And guys, as always, go Mariners.